she was introducing me.
That's who you are.
I was like, okay, did I hear right? Oh my goodness. Hi, ladies.
Hello.
How are you guys?
We are
Good.
Hi, Angelisa, man. Yeah, ne? But anyway, she's introduced me. So there is no need to go back and say who is Samu, who is what. Awesome, awesome. I hope you're having a lovely time. It says, Tendega, when she invited me, she said, love yourself enough to. I don't know, who can answer? Love yourself enough to do what? Anyone? Guys, let's talk. Let's talk. Love yourself enough to
accept yourself.
To accept yourself.
For me, love yourself enough to follow your bliss.
To follow your bliss. Oh, I love it.
Oh, love it.
Love yourself enough to
Love yourself enough to change the things that are around you.
change the things around you. Awesome. Yes.
Love yourself enough to unleash your full potential.
Unleash your full potential. Oh, I love that. I love that. For me, it's love yourself enough to be a value-added woman. She said that I'm an author to value-added wife. Now I am saying to you this afternoon, love yourself enough to be a value-added woman. How do you do that? How do you become a value-added woman? We are going to start by taking a step back. How will you add value when you haven't found yourself? I love the fact that she says, let's introduce ourselves without you telling us what you do, whose mother you are, whose wife you are. Who are you? Really? Who is Sam? That's why I said, without the Jades and Solomon, without the mother-in-law, without the mother or fathers, I am Sam. You take a step back and say, this is me. What do I stand for? What is my story? What's your story, guys? Where are you coming from? When someone today was to say, tell me about you, what would you say? That's where you go back and say, I want to be a value-added woman. But how do I do that? How do I tell my story? Telling your story is linked to your parents. I've been going through a journey of healing. I've been going through a journey of uncovering and unpacking who this girl is. My name is Samu Gumbie. It means we're given. I come from a family of 12, from 10 mothers.
Wow.
Yeah. I come from a family of 12, from 10 mothers. I'm the firstborn. Yeah. Today I'm here, eh? I'm smiling. And you're like, how does she do it? As the firstborn. So you can imagine all those mothers that I passed through. So I needed to go back and understand my mother's story. My mom, there were 9 in their family. She was number 7. She was the last one of the girls. I went back and said, but why wasn't my mom there? We were talking before we started how, Musa is doing the periods when the girls come of age. And we had no one. I was telling them, I used to get soap and put the newspaper. Because I didn't have a mother. I had a stepmother. And I'm so blessed to have had a stepmother for 10 years who brought me up. But we're not that close for me to tell her that this is what has happened. But I'm going to my mother's story to say my mom was number 7. She was in between boys. And when she got pregnant with me, she was 18. My dad was 20. So you can imagine, I have grown up to be 43. Oh, you are the age. I'm turning 43 in December. So the trip that you guys were planning, I got it. So I had to go back and say, but why wasn't my mother there? But this was an 18-year-old and a 20-year-old. And they didn't want me because I think it was a mistake. But mina ngso mistake shamila. Mila, I'm so mistake. So I went back and I understood that she wasn't there in my life, and I thank her. Today I can stand here and say I thank her, but I was very bitter that my mom was not there. And stuff like that. But now I see she was not ready to have me. My dad was not ready to have me. But here I am. God was gracious enough to give me grandparents, my maternal. Then I went to my paternal, and then the story of the 10 mothers comes. But I had to go and understand why my mother was not there. It's only this week that I understood why I had a hysterectomy. I had a hysterectomy, guys. My womb was moved, but it's after I had 3 kids. But it was the anger that I was carrying from my mom not being there. Sisakula, I don't know if you guys have it, that when you get married, you go, when you're pregnant, when you have your first child, to go and have the child. I had no nagini. I had nothing like that. So the pregnancies that the pregnancies of my children, having had 4 Caesars in 7 years. All my children were Caesars. And I came from the hospital, and God gave me a mother in the church. She's a Mompreneur as well, like my mom. She's the one who was there. My mother-in-law came. Guys, it's not the same. Your mother and your mother know it's not the same. So I was hurting, carrying that hurt that my mom was not there. Same thing. I don't know how it is in English. Like, yeah. And that I carried on. I didn't realize it. I'm not Samu, I can win it. But the pain is there. You want to be a value-added woman? Understand where you're coming from. Understand why you're doing those things that you're doing. I am a high achiever. Why am I a high achiever? Because my dad, when I was growing up, said, no one will survive without me. And now I'm saying, I want to survive without my dad. That's my drive, man. But is it right? No. Why did my dad was backstabbed? He was backstabbed and he would blow the money. And what does Samu do? She comes, she does business. She has money, she blows it. Why? Understanding my story. My father's story. Guys, I opened an account here through it. Why? I would take clothes during the month, pay it before Monday. Why in the account, Samu? Why in the account, Samu? Because you saw your father doing it. Guys, understand where you're coming from. You want to be a value-added woman? Understand your story. I'm saying a whole lot. Right now, it's a whole lot. Why do you do what you do? You need to understand that. And find, okay, Sam, you want to go on holiday. Why do you want to go on holiday? Maybe because you grew up at home and you're not going anywhere. Now, so you do anything to go on holiday. Guys, let's go. Let's find ourselves. Let's find why you do what you want to do. Before you can say you will impact lives, before you can say you will impact another woman, get you need to clear things off. I was telling you that it's only now that I accepted that I am a mother. Only recently, because I used to carry that head. I remember the last time that I went to my mom, and she carried a log. That was the last. Then I said, okay, so now I don't have a mother. And from there I went to school. I was striving, I was an A student. I went to school in Namibia, I'm in South Africa, I'm empowering women. But I've got the head. Today I can tell it without tears because I've been healed. Find your story. Get the healing that you need. Look for someone. When my friend suggested, she read my book and she says, Samu, how do you carry on? I'm like, I'm okay. I've dealt with it. The paid for me, I've delivered. But I needed to talk. Today, if you need to talk to somebody, look for that person and talk. It's through the talking. I've had counseling from, I think, around August to now. I'm a different person. Today I can go and put a tombstone on my mother's grave because she's my mother, not because I'm just thinking she's there, but because oh God, thank you that I can say it without tears. I can say it without tears. The story, if you heal yourself, you are going to add value to other women. You are going to add value to your family. You are going to add value to your children. Guys, the Bible says a wise man leaves an inheritance to his children's children. It's not only about money. It's not only about money. Our mothers or our parents, they carry through the story of their parents. They give it to us. Change it. You've heard me today. Change that story. Let it be an inheritance that is pure. Let it be an inheritance that comes from you. I can get here and tell you, no, love yourself, take yourself out. But before you go back to the core of who you are, you won't be able to build something that is sustainable. One other thing that I want to mention is, what time zone are you in? What time zone are you in? Are you in the time zone of when someone did something to you in 2010 and you're still there? You are still in 2010. The time zone of 1978 when my mother didn't want me. I'm still carrying it and it comes to here and you guys think you are fat, you are big. It's emotions. You think, yeah. No, it's emotions. What time zone are you in? You've got a husband or whoever is in your circle. They hurt you in 2015. Barely. When I'm not going to do anything, you are in that time zone. Yet we're in 2021. Check yourself, guys. We are women who wants to add value to other women. You want to be a valued woman. Check your time zone where you are. Get the healing that you need. How do you let go and let God when no surgery is being done? How will you do that? We got Sunday deliverance, but you've not talked about anything. But you've been delivered. How many times were hands laid on me, but I still have the hands? I could not be telling you about my story today. There was no way I could be telling you about how my father destroyed me so many times, and I wasn't happy. But today I can say, Mr. Nguge, Utamba, yeah, that man gave me life. He started me off well, and I thank him today. I thank him for, Mama, guys. Mama gave me that thing to say, be independent. Baba was saying, no, I want you to be independent. I had to find something inside you. Find yourself. What did your mom give you? What did your father give you? I know you guys, maybe you guys are sorted. You're fine. You're sorted. But find who you are. And let God do the surgery. Let God be the one who helps you to become the value-added woman. Going back to coming to my book, The Value-Added Wife. Why did I write The Value-Added Wife? I was just sitting at home with, guys, you get married to this man who's got all the degrees and you find yourself at home with nothing, with no money, and you are an accountant, right? You are sitting at home, you are a stay-at-home mom, there is nothing. But God being God, all the articles that I was writing saying this, then they come together. I found the internet, and the internet changed my life. I found the world of network marketing. I found the world of network marketing, guys, don't look down. There is so much self-development. You will develop yourself to an extent that you now have other people. It teaches you leadership. That's what it taught me. That's why I've got a course on my journey to network marketing, which is something else. But the value-added wife is, you say, you're sitting here and you say, no, but Samu, I'm not married. No problem. Open your Bible. The Bible says, he who finds a wife finds a good thing, right? Am I wrong? He who finds. So, did the Bible say he who finds a single person? Did the Bible say he who finds a divorcee or a widow? It says he who finds a wife. What prepares us to be wives before we are even found? It's like it. So that's why this book, I said, let me write it for women to understand who they are. I was just telling someone now, for those who are married, that in chess, who protects the king? You say, hey, mina. Hey, this husband, I won't do anything. Who suffers? Done. You are the one who suffers. So ladies, let's be the validated woman, let's be the validated wife. I talk about my story, my journey, how you can change your lives. I talk about time management. I even have, guys, I don't have that thing, but not just that. What are we cooking today? No, I don't do that. It's here. Write it, put it on the wall. When you are going to do grocery shopping, you are not going to buy 7 chickens. You use 4 a month. And don't be cooking every day. No. Then you wonder why the man goes outside to eat that side, because he gets variety. My husband says, Ashmin, I don't know what we're eating. Because the whole month, we don't repeat anything. We don't. It's here. It's here. Even with my children. No, guys. So really, you know what? Let your home be that home. That's why I'm equipping you to add value to your home. It frees you when you've got this, even if you've got a helper. She won't be funny and say, Mama, Spegan, what are we cooking? No. She looks there, Mina, right now I'm in a low fiber diet, what? And then my family is going to die. My children going to school, packed lunch, whatever the packed things, there is also a menu. She's also got a timetable that on Tuesday she does this. I am freeing my mind to be effective, to be a validated woman. This, you do it once, and then you're done. Young children, what? No, guys, train the children. My children, when they're young, I'll feed them every 2 hours. Change the pamper 2 hours or 4 hours, and I put them to bed on the but I don't have that. They were sleeping on themselves with their teddies. Why? And then I know at that time I was taking my bags, my shoes, but I know I had 4 hours. Because they would sleep, they would eat something, then by the time I come and breastfeed, it's 4 hours. I'm shalom. Hey, I'm waiting for the husband. My husband actually says, I don't know, is anyone who's short? My husband says, and if you know sugar, like saying, hey, sugar is in the baba. There's no need. No, why are you not hustling and doing something? Right now, go to Joburg. Buy the scarves. How much are scarves? You buy them there for 10 rand. You come, you dress nicely, you come and say, this scarf is 50 rand. Go buy it. And then you are sitting at home and you say you don't have money. I am that woman who pushes you to your destiny. Who says that, you know what? Rise up. Joburg, guys, you can't come and sell me anything from Joburg. Because you can go there, buy the things. When now, look over your techies and what. Then when you come back, dress up. This is fashion world. This is fashion world. But look how I'm dressing. You think it's good. Why? Because of how I carry myself. So carry yourself. There's no one who's coming to rescue you. But I am here to rescue you. So that you can do it. So don't sit at home and do nothing. Right now, I went to, I don't know my time. I went to a baby shower. And I was telling ladies that we like to go and give. I'm a campus. We like to go and give this. Those things finish, guys. They are shares. Go to the website called East Equity. You can start there with 20 rand to buy shares. Like I bought my shares. Like I put last year September. This got me. Last year September I put 200. And I left it. I'm like, whatever. I opened this year. It's 535. Imagine if I put 2,000, or beyond 5,000. So it is time that we become wise. What is it that you are doing? How are you adding value to your life? All this traveling that we're going to talk about, it should not come from the salary. If it's coming from the salary, easy. We need to. No, I am chicken. Of course, it needs to come from your side hustle. Yes, you are a CEO, you are a manager, but what is it that you can do? Can you teach us something? Can you teach us the deco? Let's organize lessons for us to come and we've got we are blessed with a new hope. You know, but my home now, Mama Zala, when I was inviting her to come to my home, by the way, now I've got a nice relationship with my Mama Zala.
Oh, that's good.
Because I've been healed. I was inviting her to come to my home. She says, "How Nathan, your home is now full again." That wins a lot, guys, in a duplex. Now, those who came for the house, they saw my home. It was not my husband. This lady.
Yes.
This lady.
Yes, girl. Yes, girl.
I went to the shop, macro. I was speaking to that double dog. That was my husband was like, "Sam, did you buy an account?" I said, no. Here's the receipt.
Yes.
Huh? That's what I did. And he says, "Yo, you're buying things like a manager." I said, "I am." But that's a woman who is a value-added wife. They're saying, this is 200. If I sell 100 of these copies, how much do I make? But you guys are buying anyway. You've got my money. You know, but I can't come and ask you for 200. But I can sell you a book.
Makes sense.
What are you carrying in your hands? What are you carrying in your hands? No, I can't even pay for 10, I can't even negotiate. Negotiate what? When I was on fast. You are a woman. This is a woman who hasn't worked from 2013, right? Yeah, I'm not working, I don't have a salary. But in your 10 years, that would go. Guys, the last thing that I want to say, your mother-in-laws, guess what? They are you. They are you. Me and my mother-in-law, when you're driving, she will tell you, "Hot corner. And then what does Samu do when the husband is driving? Why are you going that way when we're supposed to be going that way? Are we not the same?
Yeah.
So don't hate your mothers-in-laws. Understand her story. My husband, he's that man who you will say, but we need to do this. Guys, it was 2017, I think, when I said, let's move to Springs. Well, I'm coming from Springs, by the way. Let's move to Springs. And he says, no, hey, what? It was only moved this year in February. But that was my dad. My dad, when we said, Daddy, there's an opportunity, there's a complex, let's have a computer shop, what? He says, we don't need that. Now this morning when I was dressing up, I realized that the man I married is like my dad. Even Umbona, so if I put my dad and him, you think it's the son. My mother-in-law and me, I tell us at this age, what? So your mamazala is you. Understand her, understand your story. Then you become the value-added woman, you become the value-added wife. Ladies, I love you. I love you.